So, welcome everyone. This is May 7th, 2026, a gathering of those star souls in female bodysuits who have gained their own personal awareness, taken charge with whatever they feel has been in their field, stopping them. In other words, you all have done work. You're not newbies on the block. And you understand that you are a soul, that this is a earth suit, valuable for sure, but this is not who you are. This is what you're writing within. And you also understand that there is a role that you play and were asked to play as a star soul uniquely because you're in a physical bodysuit. The idea for this event sparked a wake for me when Mother's Day. Mother's Day comes every year. That shouldn't be another aha moment, but it was for me. And I went, there's something calling women of that type of awareness of creating together something differently, not just to like ho hum, yes, we're great. I don't know. There was an energy that was pulling greater and depth of activity and presence. That's basically what I knew. It wasn't a like required push. It was just a suggestion kind of lying there until we did some conversations within our Monday group called the Sparks. Those women were talking and it came up again. And it was like, okay, this is an important thing to do. So we're here together. And we'll first set some space as we normally do. Just take a breath and let your attention be here. Here, meaning your place on the planet, your position within your physical earth body, gratitude for that body. Bringing your focus, your mind wandering, breathing into this moment, the breath going in and out of your nostrils. You are here. In your imagination, see this circle of sisters. Most you know, some you may not know. And know that you are a nucleus for many others who are here vicariously. And even beyond that, those who are present in Earth life, not knowing at all what you know. That this circle is a coherence, spot, circle, place. Women were intended to design, create blueprints, set policy, and from values of good. And then guard those creations as they rooted and blossomed into life. And we know and hold those truths. We're grateful for Gaia for allowing us to be here on her field, for the total extension of our life from the time we each began birth, all the journeys we have been on. She's held us. Even in her times of pain, despair, invasion, rape, all that she's gone through, she's held us. And as we come to this point where energy is shifted dramatically, new opening that we didn't even know would be possible, just hoped. She is now standing with us in her strength also. We're grateful for being in agreement, being given permission by her to continue this great work for our divine families and for her creation. We're grateful for all of those that we are connected to personally and in collective, who live beyond Earth region in what is known as spirit or unseen, into the greater universe of space, time, beyond space and time, for the commitments that they are making and have made and have acted on to clear energies, all fields of those codes that bring destruction, violence, and evil. And those who are holding the codes for the phoenix rising. We stand in affirmation within ourselves of that trust, of that knowingness, of the experiences we have had working with them, and grateful for them also. So with this, we are coming together by invitation, excited for possibilities we don't know yet what are, grateful for the sovereignty, the freedom of the mud of evil cabals, that we are able to do this work together. So with that, our space is declared, that connections firm and secured, the resources holding us, moving us, filling us. And we're ready to be. And so it is. So with that, just let yourself get a sense of what arises within you. Just let it be. So in this space, this field that is already rich because of who we each are, it is a presence of intelligence and genius, all possibilities. And what we want as a concert singing to us as we meet is coherence, designing goodness, reunion, awakening, collaboration between harmonics, active connection, resonance, conscious awakening, ascension, and enlightenment. All of those create sounds, they create tones, they create qualities, they create whispers. And we're asking that those sounds, that chorus, that choir, ripple through us as we sit here today through this time together. And that by our conscious choice, it is magnified a millionfold and broadcast into the world ongoingly through the coming week and beyond. That is what we create in this moment, is our blessing out into humanity and God. And so it is. I kind of stepping aside because I hear the words, and this is Gaia, and I'm here where you are. I'm always here where you are. And I am amazed at where your conscious choice has brought you, but what your conscious choice has brought me. No longer a victim, no longer having to be looked after, no longer discounted, but brought into that very powerful mission of authority voice that was given to you as a star member in a female body. Where would I be without that? Where would I be? Now, how I get my field, my life force, my creations back to their beginning of beauty, I've watched you. I've watched models you've created, processes you've done, commitment you've had. And you may not be aware of it, but you've shown me the way. You've shown me the way. Until at this moment in this day, I can just say I'm grateful. So grateful. And then bringing in my cohorts, the dragons. We are here to help you too in ways we were not able to before. So here I am with you. And the quality I want to add to that song is beauty. And I guess I'll step aside because Sophia wants to speak too. I want you to know that I come with tears in my eyes. Not out of sorrow, but out of such deep gratitude for you, for where we are. We have used, or you have used, that Sophia power, that authority voice so well, partnered with me so well, that you have turned the key. You have turned the key. And once that key was turned and strengthened and shared and activated and used, and able then to bring back into that female work Gaia, her energies, her elements, a blessing for her, the energy of designing and what do you need, and birthing form, that Mary energy, the Mary energy. Because that is before authority voice, the birthing of form. So partnering and recognizing her is what I want to do today too. And recognizing that our sister Grace of the heart was captured in more devastating ways than my rejection. Because that grace of the heart, the female heart, was given no voice to discern, to vet, to say no, but had to serve, and especially serve power overs. Pain, the pain that she endured doing that. Your ancestors felt that. Your ancestors felt her so much more than you ever felt me, than they ever felt me. So what an honor we have created together to be able to bring together Gaia, Mary, the Sophia authority voice. Don't mess with ours, and we know what ours is. We taste it and feel it and know it. And even before the hara, that place of I know where I fit, we had to bring grace into that healing space of eliminating all she was forced to hold, to create, to experience, to hold, to create and experience and serve without question. dominators. We had to heal that so that she could stand in her true assignment, her true power of that heart, connecting through wisdom, through love, through this is ours. So I just want to acknowledge to you how grateful I am for who you are and what you have done. And we all stand together today. Grace, myself, Tara, Mary, collectives beyond what I could even name, coming up to what in your world here, in your country here, it's called Mother's Day. Mother's Day. What is that? I create form. I decide the values and I hold those values for what I create. They are mine. They are mine. They are yours. And we are holding them from this point on more strongly, with more authority than we've ever been able to do before. And that includes systems and policies and individuals and, yes, children. This is a new day for you. It's a new day for women. It's a new day for creators. It's a new day for the world. So yes, we wanted a different background. We wanted to show up for you. And we are here. And many blessings as we work together. So let's keep them here, right? So as I considered what we know about changing energies, I'm back, by the way. This is me. As I considered what is happening to our energy field, we as divine star family members have been on and off this planet for 600,000 years, various ways. Our families have been here from the beginning. Yours has been from the beginning. You have a genetic lineage for 600,000 years that contains a lot of crippling trauma, survival, frustration, anger, crushing. And those energies, the heavier energies, kept moving your world further and further away from home. So therefore, when tag started with, there were 64 dimensions you had traveled through because you were devolving, you were falling because of the impact of those whose agendas were to use your energy, those that brought evil. So you kept sitting in speed, in frequency, therefore in light. You became denser. And just over the last less than a year, as most of you know, we've changed laws, we've eliminated outsiders, we have made a lot of changes just within this system that has allowed the density, the trauma, and the impact, broadcasting, etc., of outsiders to be removed. So our frequencies just naturally speeded up. Gaia in her world, with her corrections, the frequencies of Gaia has speeded up. So here we are, heavy beings in a physical body that had carried a lot of survival, a lot of negative karma, and we're on the field. The field itself is getting lighter and lighter and lighter, frequencies faster, time non-existent, week by week. I have to write down the day to remember what day it is, because literally the frequencies are getting faster, or we're moving into those faster frequencies because this is being let go of and moved to extinction. So everything within your field of life, and we'll talk about your physical earth suit as one layer, which is composed of Gaia's energies and elements. Your soul's life fields is another layer, but you're also in that greater field of life energy that we're all a part of, the big, huge ocean. So we are multi-level creatures, and within all of those levels, there is still constructs that cannot align with the frequencies that we're being moved into. So if you feel a little scattered, a little tired, a little, oh my gosh, what's activating? I thought I cleared that out. Yes. And no, there's whatever is in your multi-level field is what's there. And I know as I've sat in circles with you all at various times, I hear you say things that I'm so tired. I don't know if I really want to stay here any longer. Oh my gosh, now I've got a pain in my left shoulder. You know, we are going toward that wholeness in a different way, and it's a faster way. We've been going toward wholeness, kind of like here we are in our mess, and we've been kind of going up this way, piece by piece by piece by piece. And over the years, we've done that. But now what we're doing is, this is, we're being maybe pushed up, allowed to push up into regions that may bring things faster than they ever did before. So, as always, the most important, well, secondarily, the most important thing is to continue to strengthen your connection to those beings off planet that are your trusted guides and teachers. And in the past, there has been two statements I've had people make. One is, I am a presence of, and then you state your values, your personal value set. I am a presence of, and your values. The second is then, my spiritual teachers and guides live from, express, and have total integrity to, and you state the values. They have to be aligned with your values. We've had that from the beginning. One of the changes that is important for you to ask at this point is to understand that laws have changed, have been expanded, things have been eliminated that were not good for us. I mean, there's a lot of changes that have been made. And so you want to make sure that your team, your personal guidance team, and any that you work with beyond that, like even PTO, we have in the past said, are you of my light? Ask 3 times. Are you of my light? Yes. Are you of my light? Yes. Now I'm suggesting that you ask, are you of the advanced light of my highest good? Which basically I've just captured that phrase to mean they've been educated and come on board with the latest of what the changes are made. They're not playing by the old rules. For example, in the old system, it was the outsiders who created birth of children. They did that when they brought in the Homo sapien body and the declaration, multiply and replenish the earth. That was a creation and code information from outsiders of evil. So they owned the birth process, which meant the female body, the birthing process, and the child. They owned it all. So they owned everybody from birth. We took that back a few months ago. So anyone who is not informed in any way, but your spiritual guides can get it more quickly, they might still be playing from the fact that you only have so much power and authority, not only just in your life, but in your children's life. Because you don't know this, but the outsiders own the child. That's how it used to be. But we were never made aware of that, because then we would I think, have lost a lot of hope. I think we might have given up, though we were not made aware of that. We took back the entire birthing process. We own the bodies, we own the birthing process, we own the children that come from birthing, whether that is physical children or creations from our visions and ideas. We own that totality. So see, that's one thing that advanced light beings, those who have the advanced knowledge, will be playing from. You own totally creating versus, well, you own mostly, So where are we going? So you're a presence of, and your guides have that information. That's basic. So here are what I'm holding for today. And again, always, my words can absolutely spark whatever you want to say. So here's what I'm holding for today. Like, where are we going together? I am in a collective of star souls. I can put this into chat, by the way, and then you can copy it. There's a little way you can copy it from chat if you want to do it onto your computer. So I'll put in there first. I am in a collective of star souls in female earth bodies, and I'm using earth bodies rather than physical intentionally because we're connecting to Gaia in a different way. So I am a collective of us, of star souls in female earth bodies who are foundationed on the female triad of Mary, Sophia, and Grace, knowing our place with Tara and Gaia. That's us. Secondly, I participate within a female collective on the field of life designed on values set by the 2012 Grassroots Women's Congress. Those women set those values in place in 2012, and they remain in place. Connections and links to those I can give you later, but they pretty much put everything in. They really hammered good. Ren, were you there? You were there. Yeah, they hammered them really good. So as we are going into doing some work today, this healing space is built on the sacred ground of sovereignty. We own this space that we are working within, and Sophia and collective is holding that for us. We are each within the advanced golden cocoon of safety, security, resources, guidance, and more, with all of the additional advance coming from that love project, which brings in all of the processes, just love. We're working upon the cosmic composting system, so nothing is spread out into the world in any other way. It is captured, it is handled appropriately, and our entire intention is to continue greater restoration to our divine nature. We have the Ascension Protocol and teams. We have all of the PTO. We are one helping with any energy of outsider that comes up. We are here with all of the advanced changes that have been made that puts us in even greater point of power in a collective and within collectives. So the first thing I'm going to have you take time to do is just breathe your editor brain aside, that left brain aside. and let the angst, any discomforts you have, any old voices you have, any body pains you have, any emotional, any angst. Just get the editor out of the way that says you can't, no, get that out of the way. And for the next, let's see, 3 minutes to 5 minutes, probably we'll go for 5 minutes. And if you finish before 5 minutes, you can get up and stretch. Lift anything that is right there that wants to come up and says, no. The angst, the discomforts, the pains, the patterns, just write them down and write them down. And I will time us for 5 minutes. And if you take a stretch and get a water and come back and write more. But
just a question. My editor is already fully functioning. Angst, a personal level or more outwardly seeing things?
it's a really good question. I would make 2 lists. And one would be more like, this is what I personally am experiencing. Then the other is also important. This is what I'm seeing. But you see, this is you as a person experiencing what's in my field. But this is you also as that whistleblower, which is important too, what I'm seeing in the world. So make 2 different lists.
Thanks.